Through the winter, Chase came to Kaya's shack often, usually spending one night each weekend. Even on cold, damp days, they glided through misty thickets, her collecting, him playing whimsical tunes on his harmonica. The notes floated with the fog, dissipating into the darker reaches of the lowland forests, and seemed somehow to be absorbed and memorized by the marsh, because whenever Kaya passed those channels again, she heard his music. 겨울 동안 체이스는 가야의 오두막을 찾았고 보통 주말마다 하루를 묵었다. 춥고 습한 날에도 그들은 안개가 자욱한 덤불을 지나가며 카야는 수집을 하고 체이스는 하모니카로 변덕스러운 곡을 연주했다. 그 음표들은 안개 속에 떠돌다가 저지대 숲의 어두운 곳으로 흩어졌으며 마치 그 소리가 늪에 흡수되어 기억되는 것처럼 보였다. 카야가 다시 그 채널을 지날 때마다 그녀는 그의 음악을 들을 수 있었다. During the winter, Chase frequently visited Kaya's cabin, usually staying overnight on weekends. Even on cold, wet days, they would wander through the misty thickets, Kia collecting and Chase playing playful tunes on his harmonica. The music would blend with the fog, disappearing into the depths of the lowland forests, almost as if the marsh had absorbed the sound. Every time Kia passed through those channels again, she could still hear his music lingering. Text. One morning in early March, Kia eased alone through the sea toward the village, the sky in a frumpy sweater of gray clouds. Chase's birthday was in 2 days, and she was headed to the Piggly to buy ingredients for a special supper, featuring her first caramel cake. Half picturing setting the candlelit cake in front of him at the table, an event that hadn't happened in the kitchen since Ma left. Several times recently, he'd said he was saving money for their house. She reckoned she'd better learn to bake. 3월 초 어느 날 아침, 카야는 회색 구름이 덮인 하늘 아래 바다를 지나 마을로 향했다. 체이스의 생일이 이틀 뒤였고 그녀는 특별한 저녁 식사를 위해 재료를 사러 가는 길이었다. 그녀의 첫 번째 캐러멜 케이크를 만들기 위해. 그녀는 촛불이 켜진 케이크를 그 앞에 놓는 모습을 상상하며 가고 있었고 이는 엄마가 떠난 이후 부엌에서 한 번도 일어나지 않았던 일이었다. 최근에 체이스는 집을 위해 돈을 모으고 있다고 몇 번 말했었고 그녀는 이제 베이킹을 배워야겠다고 생각했다. One morning in early March, Kaya sailed toward the village beneath a sky covered in gray, shapeless clouds. With Chase's birthday 2 days away, she was on her way to the Piggly to buy ingredients for a special meal, her first time baking a caramel cake. She could imagine placing the candlelit cake in front of him at the table, something that hadn't happened since her mother left. Chase had mentioned several times recently that he was saving money for their future house, and she figured it was time she learned how to bake. Page 3. After securing her boat, as she walked along the dock toward the single file of shops, she saw Chase standing at the end, talking with a slim, blonde girl. Kaya's mind raced to make sense of this, even as her legs kept moving. She saw him, his arm draped over the girl, and Kaya realized she'd never been introduced to anyone in Chase's world. Trying to mask her shock, Kaya greeted Chase, and though he introduced her briefly, the girl didn't acknowledge her much. Kia felt like seaweed dragged on a line, but managed to smile. 배를 정박한 후 카야는 가게들이 줄지어 있는 부두를 따라 걷다가 끝에 서 있는 체이스와 금발의 마른 소녀가 대화하고 있는 것을 보았다. 카야는 그것을 이해하려고 노력했지만 다리만 계속 움직였다. 체이스는 소녀에게 팔을 두르고 있었고 카야는 자신이 체이스의 세계에서 누구에게도 소개된 적이 없다는 사실을 깨달았다. 품격 감추려 했고 체이스에게 인사를 건넸다. 체이스는 그녀를 간단히 소개했지만 소녀는 그녀를 거의 인식하지 않았다. 기아는 마치 줄에 끌려다니는 해초처럼 느껴졌지만 억지로 미소를 지었다. After docking her boat, Kia walked along the dock toward the line of shops and spotted Chase at the far end, talking to a slim blonde girl. Kaya's thoughts raced as she tried to understand what was happening, though her legs kept moving forward. She saw Chase with his arm draped over the girl, and it hit her that she had never been introduced to anyone in Chase's life. Despite her shock, Kaya greeted Chase, who introduced her briefly, though the girl barely acknowledged her. Kaya felt like seaweed being dragged, but forced herself to smile. Kia made her way to the porch and fell on the bed, hands over her open mouth. Then she heard a motor. Abruptly, she sat up, looked toward the lagoon, and saw Chase pulling his boat onto the shore. Quick as a mouse escaping a lidless box, she slipped out the porch before he saw her and ran into the woods, away from the lagoon. Squatting behind palmettos, she watched as he went into the shack, knowing he would see the article spread open on the table. In a few minutes, he came out again and walked toward the beach, figuring he would find her there. 키아는 현관으로 가서 침대에 누웠고 두 손으로 입을 가렸다. 그러다 모터 소리를 들었다. 갑자기 그녀는 일어나 석호를 바라보았고 체이스가 보트를 해안으로 당기는 모습을 보았다. 뚜껑 없는 상자에서 탈출하는 쥐처럼 그녀는 그가 보기도 전에 현관을 빠져나가 숲속으로 달렸다. 그녀는 팔메토나무 뒤에 숨어 그가 오두막 안으로 들어가는 것을 지켜보았다. 그는 테이블 위에 펼쳐사를 곧 보게 될 것을 알고 있었다. 몇 분 후 그는 다시 나와서 그녀를 찾으러 해변으로 걸어갔다. Kia rushed to the porch and collapsed on her bed, her hands covering her open mouth. Suddenly, she heard the sound of a motor. She sat up abruptly and looked toward the lagoon, seeing Chase docking his boat on the shore. As quickly as a mouse fleeing from a trap, Kaya slipped off the porch before he could spot her and ran into the woods. Crouching behind the palmettos, she watched as he entered the shack, knowing he would find the article laid out on the table. A few minutes later, he emerged and walked toward the beach, assuming he would find her there. 이 각 페이지별 해석과 패러프레이즈는 주요 내용을 요약하여 독자가 텍스트의 핵심적인 의미와 분위기를 더 잘 이해할 수 있도록 돕습니다. 필요하시면 더 자세한 분석이나 추가적인 질문을 알려주세요.